I've always been fascinated by autism. It is a sort of a hotbed topic right now. There's current court cases about the role vaccinations play in creating potentially autism in children. And a good friend of mine has Asperger's syndrome, which is a mild form of autism. But also I read a series of books by Dr. Temple Grandin, and she wrote some books about her dealing with her own life as an autistic person and her life with animals. And so again, being a veterinarian myself, I was just fascinated by that and reading more and more of her books. Sort of a strange thing started to arise in my mind is that there are individuals that have a very splintered but very specialized form of brilliance, whether it's in mathematics, music, or art. I really wondered, how did that come about? What creates this autistic savant syndrome in these autistic people? What's the organic cause of that? And Dr. Temple Grandin actually has a very interesting quote about autism and its role in human development. She says, if by magic autism was eradicated from the history of mankind, man would still be out in the caves socializing by a fire. She believes that certain autistic individuals with these savant talents have arisen in human history and changed human history. And so I did some investigating into that, and there's actually a lot of support that famous figures that actually have indeed changed history showed autistic tendencies. And to give you some examples of some of the individuals, Mozart, Michelangelo, Isaac Newton, Thomas Edison, Thomas Jefferson, Henry Ford. We also have the famous French oracle, Nostradamus, was also believed to be autistic, and potentially the reason why he was able to sort of have these visions was because of his autistic nature. The role between animals and autism is handled by Dr. Grandin in her books, and I encourage everybody to read it. There's her book, Thinking in Pictures and Animals in Translations, great nonfiction books about the whole process. But recent studies have shown that autistic children, in the presence of dogs, children are more playful, they're more attentive, and they show higher levels of activity. So there definitely seems to be sort of a bond between autistic children and animals. That's something I do explore in this book also.